Hello everyone. We are in my balcony. As some of you know, we're living in Israel, so most of the year is like pretty sunny and nice. Even today is like a very beautiful day of November, and today we should have around 30 degrees Celsius. So I decided that before washing my hair, I should finally arrange the balcony and put my tools from all the projects that I did this year aside, because pretty soon the rain will come. And I have to tell you how I started to work in this balcony. Well, it all started with a cherry tomato. I know. What's the connection, right? So we went in a moshav up north in May, and I had a really tasty cherry tomato, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take one and I'm gonna grow it from the seeds, which I did. So I came back home and I sliced it, took the seeds, planted in a grape box and with a bit of ground. And while it was growing like this, I thought that I need some special planters for those future cherry tomatoes. So I ordered some textile planters, which were not very good looking, let's say. So I decided to use some leftovers from an IKEA shelf to make a planter for those tomatoes. When I finish it, I replanted the tiny cherry tomatoes in those big planters, and I started reading about how to grow them. They became really tall and big, and I think that one of the mistakes I made in this process was that I kept them way too close to each other, and I got an invasion of whiteflies that I think stopped their growth. We had pretty nice cherry tomatoes, but not many, and they didn't grow very well. Now I have the bushes, including the one behind me, that they're not doing very well. So I decided that now I think it's the time to put a stop to this experiment and cut them. After that, I took some seeds of mini peppers and I planted, and I have two peppers that are pretty nice. I don't know exactly how they will ripe in the end, and I'm gonna show you later how they look. But after I finished with the planter for the tomatoes, I thought about trying to declutter a bit the balcony, because we had like too many plants and too many pots, different kinds, different colors, and I really didn't like the look. So I decided to make those long planters where I can accommodate, if not all, but most of the pots in the balcony. So I designed it by myself, and because they're like connected like to the walls, to the lateral walls of the balcony, the back side was not that important for me, so I just concentrated on the face, let's say. And meanwhile, I bought some solar lights to put in the balcony, and again I got them and I didn't get a chance to find the right place for them and to literally fix them on the walls and on the planters. As you can see, the light is a bit weird here is just because we have a pergola built like a few years ago, and because of the sun we had to sand the wood and treat it every year because it was like literally eaten by the sun. And during the winter, when we have a lot of rain, I decided that I want to cover somehow this pergola, not only to protect the wood better, but to give us some protection from the rain in the balcony, to protect also the chairs that I built, everything that I built, the table in the balcony, the chairs. After a rainy season, I had to do a lot of repairs, and I decided that it doesn't make sense to not have a cover. So I got those plastic, I don't know how they're called, that wavy covers that you can put on top of the balcony. I did the same thing in the small balcony where we have the laundry machine and the dryer. And after I got it, I realized that our pergola is like completely horizontal and doesn't have a slope. So I had to do a lot of adjustments and improvisations in order to have a bit of a slope for the water to drain from the roof. This I finished, I think, last year. In the same time I film it, and I'm trying to insert some of images and movies while I'm talking now. Obviously it's not perfect, and I think there are areas where I should have done better, but after a year with it, I can tell you I don't regret it, because it really made a difference when it's raining. Obviously the sound of the rain on it's a bit loud sometimes, especially if it's like a heavy rain, but it does the job. We installed also a fan for the balcony, and now the balcony is in a pretty neglected shape because we were away in a vacation in Romania, and we got stuck there because of the war in Israel. And because of this, I didn't have the chance to install the irrigation system that we bought, something that should do this for us, so we'll not be all the time concerned that we need to water the plants. So we did it, but we realized that the pipes that we order and the cords, they were too thin, and the water was not reaching the ends of the balcony. So I ordered a different kind of pipe, bigger. This irrigation system has also an automatic panel, let's say, that you can schedule to water the plants a few times a day, a certain period. So it should be a great achievement if I'm succeeding to do this, because with those kind of temperatures and the sun here, we really need something like this. Let's take a look how the balcony looks right now. Then I'm gonna record it, let's say, on a time lapse to not bore you too much. Oh, and we got a water pressure washer. I'm pretty excited that I'm gonna use that machine and give it like a good rub clean to the balcony. So let's go. So this is the balcony, it's long. So this is the water pressure, the tools and everything that I need to arrange and clear up. This was the planter I made for the tomatoes, but then I separated them. This is one of them that, as you can see, they're pretty small, and I don't know, it looks quite neglected. Here we have the peppers. Yay, look at this. I think soon they will be ripe. And on the other side, what a mess. We have the other tomato and some oregano and some rosemary, some lavender, to help with bringing the bees next to the cherry tomatoes. Some more peppers. Look at those tiny, so cute. Yes. And our little olive tree. This is passion fruit that climbs like this. This little one is something else with white flowers, but because they're going towards the sun, you can't really see them from this side. Doesn't have flowers. This one is the same, but with red flowers. So this is it. Let's get to work. To make a little movie, not on time lapse, so you can see the pure satisfaction how this pressure washer is doing its job. It makes a lot of noise, but here we are. After 5 hours of work, I finished. So let me know what you think, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.